Hey guys, today we are going to take a look at 30MS SIS-MOO or SIS-MOO Ilshana Color C. Here's her art and a close-up. And this kit is from 2023. And let's take a look at the side. The usual included 3 tampo printed faces. The difference is that you have a separate mouthpiece for an open mouth or a grinning mouth. And her height is about 135 millimeters tall. Her normal mode and the armed mode parts. She has 5 pairs of hands included, with one which has a connection point for holding a skull part. She also has a wing part. She is the 10th of the 30-minute sisters main line. On the other side, we can see how to customize with the other kits. The box is about 5.5 centimeters. Let's go ahead and open this up. Before we take a look at the runners, let's take a look at the manual. These are the credits. The illustration is by Kumikane Shimada. The normal mode and arm mode plus actions. On the back side, ways to customize with the other 30-minute line. Let's take a quick look inside. This consists of 9 runners, mostly PS plastic except for the option joints 2 or OJ2, which is palm. And these are usually harder plastic but also squeakier. Here we got the usual chibi and how to separate the parts by steps, with step 1 the head and torso, step 2 for the limbs, and 3 for the lower limbs, and 4 completing the normal mode. It also includes arm mode with the skirts and wing parts, the weapon with the skull, and ways to change the option part, as well as the leftover part, which are mostly from the OJ2 runner and 3 from the B runner. That's about it for the manual, and let's go ahead and take a closer look at the runners. These are the face part runners, labeled as FPF. One with a violet and magenta eyes, another with a grinning look, and this one has a mouthpiece, and the other which is on a separate runner, which is for the grinning teeth part. So you have the option to use this or the other one. And the third face part is for an expression, for a hurt expression, with also with a mouthpiece. In the neck and face connection part. Here we have the C runner, C2 and C3 for the upper limb and lower limb ring parts. We have a D runner, D2 and D3 for the skin tone parts for thighs and the arms with the connection points. And a multicolored runner labeled A with A1, 2, 3, and 4. A1 consists primarily of the torso armor as well as a skin tone. A2 for the pants, some ornaments, ribbon. A3 for some skirt parts in bright orange and a sole of the shoes. And A4 also for the skirt parts and head ornament. Here we have the HP runner, K1 for the hair parts in an off-white color and also a shorter hair. HP, K1 and K2. Here we have the E runner for the leg and forearm armor, as well as a pair of hands and the leg coverings and also the top part of the shoe. Here we have the OJ2 runner, which is a palm plastic instead of the usual PS, which consists of joint parts for wrists and elbow. These are harder than PS but also squeakier. Here we've got the F runner, which is for the weapon or accessory parts for the wings, a back connection joint, as well as the skull and the handles. And here we've got the B runner for the hands and knees, as well as a back unit connector, some joint parts for the torso, and the wrist joint parts and ankle parts. Here we've got the other 4 hand parts. And those are the runners. Alright, let's go ahead and build the kit. Yesterday I already done prepping the runners, so today I only need to build Ilshana. These are the leftover parts, mainly from OJ2 runner, which is foam plastic. Very hard than PS, but also squeaky. Alright, let's start with the head. By the way, I have a small request. If you can, please do give us a thumbs up and subscribe. It's a small click for you, but to us it really means a lot. And let's continue with the build. Next, we'll do the torso. This part we are building the waist. And now we will do the upper limbs. These are the extra hand parts. There's even one for holding the skull accessory. Let's now build for the lower limbs. And here we have the skirt parts. These are for the shin armor. Now let's build her normal mode. And here is Ilshana's normal mode. Now let's build her accessories, the wings and her weapon, and then we'll transform her to her armed mode. Let's do the skull maze, I think. The wings. Her wing only consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts. And let's transform her to her armed mode. The skirt part. Turn it around. And then her hair ornament. Then her wing unit on the upper back. Let's change to a weapon holding hand. These parts are for connecting the two weapons. And here is Ilshana's armed mode. So what do you guys think? Do you like the kit? Please look forward for the review. Okay guys, so that's the unboxing and kit assembly of 30MS SIS-MOO Ilshana Color C. What do you guys think of the kit? Is it something that you want to get, or if you have it, was the kit worth it? Please let me know in the comments below. I will be posting the review very soon. Please do look forward for it. Also, please do give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so that we can do more contents like this. And thank you so much for watching. See you on the next videos. Bye bye.